Hello, back for a Tuesday morning stream. Playing TTA Pulse against Lutaris. And here we will most likely go for Hippocrates. There's Shakespeare, Hollywood. Printing presses are good. Not the biggest fan of both of these wonders in one-on-one, so Hippocrates is of the leaders here the best option, and it's available here, so I go for that. You get my phone? So the Colosseum Richland. Library dropped, Roman roads dropped, but also there was pretty good H1 wonders as options. Both of these not the best options against the Colosseum. Here we can consider, I think first of all I want Eleanor. There is a Suez. We do want to swap next turn. And yeah, I think I want to wait for the university. But we have two awkward civil actions now. Don't even need to take her for two. So I guess this and this, yeah. And why not? And then go for her next turn. If there was another good card, I could consider taking the other good card, but there's nothing. Settlement is really good, since we have populated already. It takes the masonry. That means Universitas drops on 1. And I guess we do go for colonies here. We can also go for scientific breakthrough. Does have a third red cube available soon. But so might we, if we go for the theocracy, for example, which I might consider, also might consider monarchy. Let's go for wealthy. Please pop, okay, take this. Swap leader, build a stage. Can sadly not finish next turn. Unless we take reserves, but it's a little awkward like that, in my opinion. But what else to do? I would like to go for the monarchy, actually. Would prefer that. No, why not reserves? Why not reserves? Now we might use the Richland for a bronze or something like that. Not the biggest fan. Irrigation has actually a quite decent timing. So we could also take that and start with irrigation next turn, but I don't know. It's Ocean Liner, third mine is a little awkward, to be honest. But this would still mean the Universitas and monarchy is on one. Let's go for this. Get rid of immigration. I think I want to start with this now. Only have one territory right now in this deck. I still need to draw some colonization cards. It's very unlikely I win both if I put both here. And yeah, especially if I put strategic in and it's first, that can be worst case if he has more colonization cards at that point than me. That can be very bad. The scientific breakthrough will be very good always, since I go for this now, and I need a lot of science. I want to develop monarchy and iron, possibly. That's good. That saves civil action. That means I can go for irrigation if I want. I think I want that. I think it's a good option to upgrade these just to irrigation, and that will be sufficient for the entire game. Sufficient food. And here we get rid of everything but colonies. That's a nice event with Eleanor. There's one colonization card at least. But now, yeah, it's pretty likely that he wins the colony if I reveal it. Oh, I don't even know. I still draw 2 cards. And with a bonus of it being my turn, and he has to bit more than me. I don't know how likely it is that he wins it. Depends. If I don't draw any, Kinda likely, I guess. That was corruption. So yeah, we just go proceed. Seeding colonies here. Historic territory. Just from left to right. Because that's not the end of the world. That and populate and that and tactic means we can bid on colonies very decently. And now it's code and EG, I think. There's a breakthrough, but there's also a scientific breakthrough here anyway, and EG will be very good, possibly with St. Pete's, possibly with those colonies. I don't have iron yet, and yeah, I prefer EG over the breakthrough here. Drama could be an option, but it's not the most important. Printing press are both still here, and we just get rid of all the strength events. Another colony. He took a Columbus, and I don't see many options left with that. Inhabited. That's it. That's exactly it. Which is a good option. Inhabited is one of the best, obviously. I think especially with Machu Picchu, I would always prefer the Inhabited over the Vast, since this just means corruption. Interestingly, built the Wonder without developing Masonry. And without using EG. And now he did all that, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep on seeding colonies. There's the wealthy. I did draw one, and am I willing to bid both on this wealthy, considering that there's a lot of territories coming. He might be willing to bid both, but I think I would be fine with him bidding both, actually. I will go to maybe something like this is good. But maybe 3 is also good. That would mean disaster if you had 3 cuts, but also, yeah. There's just a lot of territories coming still. I think 3 is the right number. I don't want to bid both units here. And now, yeah, I think it doesn't matter if he needs to send both or 3 colonization cards. Both cases are alright. Is it code now or is it irrigation now? I think there's still a scientific breakthrough. I think it's code. Don't really need this irrigation now. Kinda want the breakthrough, kinda want the printing presses as Shakespeare options. Those are always kinda important. And yeah, here's only frugality, growth. Alchemy is not the most important here. What else is here? Gaudi. Shakespeare is the best option by far. Theresa can be good with Ocean Diner and some military plan, so that could be his plan to counter that. I might consider not taking the breakthrough and instead going for urban growth and the frugality, actually. Science is really not the biggest issue. Rocks are kinda. What's my plan next turn then? Go for. There might be a rebellion screwing me over big time, by the way, but I don't see a lot that I can do about that. What is it next turn? Go for irrigation? Or I'll just go for the printing press with reserves. Doesn't look possible. Depends whether I can get. No, I can't. Might also go for the Basilica. Yeah, I think those two cards are a little better than the Breakthrough. And here, it's pretty sad to have to get rid of something. But I think it's like this. Colonization cards are too important. Oh yeah, I can build a printing press. I forgot about business as usual. I forgot about the Hippocrates token. So, do we want to have 3 here? That's a very early call. Or do I want to have that in the next deck? Yeah, as I said, there can be rebellion, but what can I do about it? I don't know. I could go for this now. I am inclined not to take the iron and consider just going for coal. We have Urban Grove, so could also do this. This would dodge a possible rebellion, but I don't know if it's worth it. Not seeding or... So I think if I don't... Yeah, I think I want to seed and possibly start with cultural influence. There's a cartography, by the way, and it's an interesting question whether I should go for that. I think I should go for this turn, by the way. Not go for cartography, possibly. I mean, if he goes for that, he might win those colonies. But it's all science. Ah, there's a developed... There is a developed territory. Ah, it's rough, it's rough. I don't know about this, honestly. It's also always looks like corruption. But this cartography does look important. Okay, how can I do that without corrupting? Something like that. Would be the option, but I'm really uncertain. It also makes me stronger, which is a welcome side effect. Basilica does look good, but also there's just so good wonders here. I did draw a colony already. I have this issue again where I don't know what to keep and what to get rid of. I definitely want to keep the vast. I also want to keep the historic. I think I have to get rid of 2 of those. Actually. Let's go. That's a good one for him. Science was very important. If this is an autonomous, I think he's on a winning track. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. Might want to start with... Vast is okay. Did draw one. I think I'm willing to bid 5. So this could be 3, 5, 6. If he has 6, it's fine for me. This is good. Cavalryman look important. Oh, there's a breakthrough on 1, by the way. This printing press looks important. This breakthrough, populate with frugality, build that warrior. Outdoor cards. I think the warrior... It's unclear. What can it be here? Rebellion still? Possible? Pestilence Raiders. With Pestilence, it kind of feels like Pestilence, doesn't it? If he leaves that guy open. Yes, that's possible. Rats can be possible. Albeit unlikely. And then, yeah, Uncertain Borders Foray. New deposits. Always tempting to play that if you have such a good income. Not taking the coal right now. Maybe I don't take those cavalrymen. Maybe this coal is more important, so I think that's correct. Or is it even? Iron plus 4. Is it this? Kinda expensive. Breakthrough and reality or this reserves. Can be... can backfire. Not taking those cavalrymen. It can backfire. But I think I do prefer this coal. I'm not certain about the reserves because this justice system here would be a lot better than just get rid of this frugality, I think. Reserves are not the best cards anyway. Let's get rid of Code of War. Cold War. Good. Architecture is good. Does get Nobel on 1. It's pretty good for his civilization. I think I can be happy that the Republic didn't drop right now. As for Theresa and the Cavalryman, yeah, that is a dangerous option. I have to admit, especially with this ocean liner coming. I might consider taking that away. It's also just a decent wonder for me, not the best, but decent. Let's see. I guess freedom of movement will be fine. I have this awkward religion. Oh, I did draw a very good tactic, I have to admit. Do I have to be afraid of a war? Not really. So, what about... Okay, what about Gaudi, actually? Very cheap. think the ocean island is too important. And it will be good for me, as I said. Not entirely certain if this printing press is correct now or if I want to upgrade once still. Take this. Just populate. Would still be this rebellion and would still be annoying. I could play this. I think I want to keep it, but then I need to get rid of all the green cards. Time. It's a little sad to get rid of that, but I think it's correct. Maybe I'm not really getting this Swiss still. I don't have architecture and this is a lot of civil actions already. Strategic territory, I'm willing to bid all this, obviously. Let's see what he's willing to do. 7. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it would have been worth it to swap the leader and take architecture still, but it's hard to say. I think I'm staying on 7 now and building this ocean liner. Oh, there's... What did he actually get? Develop 2. Didn't even see that. So that one's not that unimportant. Am I giving it to him for this pair? Since there's a vast behind and another vast behind. The pair is 6 and 4 is 10. Wait, okay, I can't. Yeah, can't bid more than 9 anyway, so let's go. That's nice. I think he could have bid a little more here. We do want to go for this, but we also kind of want to go for this cannon. We can't defend with the cannon anyway, so let's go for that, I think. Or can we? We have a lot of people. That's 4 and 8 is 12. It does defend. Let's go for this. Grove. This won't be gone. There's an EG. There's another Grove or efficient upgrade even. For this, possibly. Might also just want to populate. There's not a lot of time left. Yeah, since we do have the people, I think the efficient upgrade is great. And get rid of everything here. Next. Don't want that. We don't want that here. Honestly. Only 2 cards left in hand. That's quite good for me. Yeah, so this is sadly not an option. The architecture was important. That's kind of rough, close decision. So let's not seed that right now. Don't want to give him red cubes, possibly. So I think there's several options here. This patriotism looks super important, kinda. I think he only can go for war. Cavalryman would be great for tactics. I kinda think it's this. And this defense. Yeah. Breakthrough Cavalryman also not the worst, but I think this is the correct turn. Oh, that's super nice. Let's go for 7. Make him pay if he wants that. Hopefully a pair. Yeah, that's good. Doesn't have so many red troops. He gets the strategy now, so yeah. Teresa is just so good. She's so good. Do I have... let's see if I can get those team spots. They look pretty important. Wait. I do that sometimes. I think he forgot he had the masonry. It happened to me quite sometimes also. But he had the masonry. This is bad. This is bad, 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 bad. Could have had the strategy. I think he played pretty well until now. This is blunder, and that's a mistake that happened to me a lot of times. Just because architecture is so good, you're so focused on that card, and then you forget that you just already had the masonry. I might be tempted to see it, actually. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I might just win a strength event here. Not the worst. Don't know how important it is to take the strategy. There could just be a military theory. There's a wave. There's a team spot. Looks pretty important. So I think I have time for this now, which is kind of nice. And then I would like to get out of corruption. And the question is if I want to do it by populating. And it looks like that. Team spots or opera. There's Dietrich. This opera does look important. Wave looks important. Strategy does look important. It's too hard for me. So this one will always be correct. And now what? Team spot. Strategy. Wait, just the wave and you can choose. Maybe the wave is most important here, actually. What did he get? Inhabited 2. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I think the wave is kind of crazy important. Oh, I can also deny the rockets. Then he has almost no options for tactics. I mean, he has this one. Is that good enough? Kinda isn't. But I don't see him winning with war against this. I don't even with this woman. I don't think he has that much science for strategy, rockets, and possibly air forces. Let's go for wave. I'm not certain. And then just choose between opera and team sports. I doubt he takes both. Freedom of movement turns out to be a little better for him, I guess, since he has this awkward warrior. But I can put the philosophy to a printing press, I guess. Impact of Wonders is sadly not good. Not really good. I would like to see it with those colony cards, but well. Yeah, if he got computers or multimedia now, that would look pretty scary. If he fixes the science. I do have a quite the lead and a good leader if he goes for a civil route now, and I'm not that afraid of a war route since he has no red cubes. No cards in hand. Yeah, there's a Kremlin that does help. And the strategy does help, and the rockets, yeah. Let's see. So that basically means war all in, kinda. That's something I cannot play. Take from philosophy, move to... I think printing press is fine. That's for free. I could also go for the cannon, but... So I do think this Manhattan project does look kinda important. How much would he pay for that? 246? 246 yet. Yeah, he could take and build. No, he's lacking some rocks. He couldn't take and build that. He has a pretty sick Mandela game, by the way. If he gets the professional sports. Yeah, this game is kind of rough. So, do I take that? Do I take tanks as options? Tanks, team sports, price options. Give him the Manhattan. Kind of really not that afraid to lose the game military wise somehow. Maybe I should. Maybe it's my only loss condition, but doesn't look like it can happen. I don't need to build the team spot just yet, since yeah, there's no possible happiness related event. I can go for this. What about fundamentalism? As an option. This game's too difficult for me. It does kind of hurt to not draw cards, obviously. Oh my goodness. That's good. That's pretty good, especially if I get the modern infantry, obviously. Oh, Mr. Suge, sorry. I did not see your... Why am I... it does look good, does it? I think it does look good. Fortifications is just the card that secured my win, I guess. How are you doing, Captain Suga? I saw you won against Vortex. He's a friend of mine, by the way. I know him personally. Well done. He's a good, strong opponent. So there's modern infantry. I cannot see it. I don't think I need Manhattan. I need this. I could even show the tactic. Then again, I don't really need to. Might want to take Mandela away. Einstein Churchill is also not bad. But as I said, he does have a pretty insane Mandela here. If he gets the pro spots and this vast territory, so and let's just take it. And then okay, let's adjust the turn then a little, I guess. If I can. Yeah. You like it. Patriotism. I could just show the tactic now. That's dangerous. Can you be dangerous right now? I don't know, possibly. I can also just spam some cannons, actually. Oh yeah, that's always decent. Yeah, his Mandela would be insane. If he got the thing. I think that doesn't really do anything for me. It's not that important for him either. It's just for impact of colonies mostly. But one can is fine. It would actually do something for me with Mandela. But oh yeah, there's impact of colonies. That's nice to see. I am kinda lucky this game. That's gotta be honest. Might secure me another strength event. Although no, that's very unlikely. He will he will go for some military units. Let's see how strong he can get. I mean, if he has proper tactic, there can still be. This looks like the shock troopers, possibly. Takes military theory away. There's pro sports. Does he need that? He doesn't really need that. Yeah, let's go for this. It's a little better for him, but we want to see it. Actually, not that certain. Maybe not. I think I did see politics. That would be the worst, and also refugees. There's this iconoclasm might be in there. Economic progress looks pretty good for me if it's in there. And what about revealing this autonomous now? On a hunch. I'm not that certain. Yeah, that's not so. Only one, I think. Yeah, cannot really bit more. I'm kind of glad to get it like this. Wait, I don't need that. Now I wish I would have a warrior. Would have built a warrior last turn. Okay, so reserves. This patriotism won't be gone. Now I can also go for that. That's a little better, I think. That's 3.1 in 3, and that's 3. So yeah, that's the more efficient tactic. Don't need to show it, I guess. Not yet. Why do I do that? I mean, he knows that I have it, but... Yeah, as I said, the patriotism won't be gone. I have so much science. I can also just go for this democracy, I guess. No, no. I still want to be able to get air forces, obviously. I don't know. Civil service, possibly. And it would still be... Or do I have to go back? It would still be air forces. I don't really need any of those. And there's nothing else I need to develop, so let's get rid of that. Colonies is bad. I don't declare war. Technology? It's 8-0 right now. So let's go. One team spot. Could have been an option, yeah. Does provide some culture, right? But yeah, don't really need culture. I guess he will be strong. Got the patriotism now. It's kind of likely that I get the military built up. He will be strong. Will he be strong enough? The patriot. Maybe a mistake getting stronger actually with this woman. She's so good. What did you actually write? You're in it. A magical grail. Oh, I am in it, and I gotta be honest. I don't really know what's going on at all. I didn't really read all that much about what I'm supposed to do or not. Maybe you can explain it to me. But I am in Mortani Gypsies. What does that mean? I think Zadok said I am a warrior. What does that mean? I have no idea. Where do I read about this thing? Yeah, no, Air Force. I don't think it matters too much. He will have next turn to declare war, and Air Force will always be there then, and then he will have two Air Force basically, right? But that should not be enough. Actually, I might high roll, take the Air Force away, and he doesn't get it. There's no build up, sadly, so I should do that, I guess. He did 2, 4, 6. He did make sure to be able to bid. So maybe I don't want to see it. Maybe this just helps him somehow, this autonomous, possibly. So this time around, we do want to play the patriotism. I don't see why we wouldn't go for Air Force also. Or maybe stay weaker than him. Let's get this, and possibly that. For the impact we seeded. And just play reserves on rocks. And yeah, we might just high roll the he doesn't get Air Forces scenario. That would be lucky. I guess he will win the war. But not by that much. We have 16 rocks. But not by that much. Also, yeah. Yeah. It's still... Yeah, it's still 2 tier 3 units, so... And we do have enough for units and the tactic. Military actions, I mean. Let's go. Oh, so it would tough to... Oh, okay. But Magic Way is a lot of fun. And somehow we play for the Magic to win. We have to stay alive by getting life points. Okay. I did like read the description once, but only very briefly, like skip over it. And yeah, I remember that a lot of things are going on there. I have to take my time and read it once. It's where can I read it? Good morning, Bruce. Nice to see you. Where can I read it? On the there is a Excel file shared, right? And there's the detailed description, I guess. Yeah, this time around we want to see it, I guess, since this is just some culture for free. Arms industry during a war is always a very good thing for the defendant, but it doesn't mean an extra unit anyway, since I also don't have... I am missing one rock for this, sadly. But we can... No, we can't. We cannot draw the war. Should have gone for satellites, actually. That would have been the draw on the war. But let's not complain. We just won the game. It's the last turn. And there's nothing left to do here. Is that the best? I don't know. It doesn't matter. He doesn't have this, so we can end the turn. Do we want to take a wonder away? What's the better one? It's 14, possibly this one. Yeah. He has nothing else to do, right? So take that away. And end the turn. Ah, wait. It's one strength more, is it? No. Both. 7. It's just one, yeah, one more culture with this guy. Yeah, he needed good impacts now. He never seeded impact, so I didn't need to be afraid. If he did... This Maria Theresa was some crazy value once again. That was some crazy value. He didn't even need his rev ideas. In hindsight, maybe I should have taken strategy, but also at some point there's just military theory. So not certain about that one turn. I did take No, I didn't take opera. I did take opera the turn after that. But I think he did have a chance to go for a civil route. He did have the architecture. I think he could just spam some movies or some multimedia. Well, GG. I guess I go for another one. Oh, that's 26. Nice. By the way, can you tell me what resolution I stream in? Is that, I don't know, full HD, full HD, or it's an obligation? uh, Someone said I should try to upload the videos in full HD, or at least the one below to 720p. Yeah, that's good enough, right? Yeah, I guess. So I think I could change it to higher, but I'm not certain if my internet is good enough actually, and then it could create lags. Okay, someone on YouTube asked me to upload in higher quality, but those videos were recorded on my laptop, and the laptop couldn't handle higher quality. That was not a possibility. Now I did set up my PC again, and now it should be, yeah, it should be fine. I actually got the NVIDIA broadcasting software with sound, what's it called? Yeah, some sound settings, AI settings, and I did check it. I think it works quite fine. Find something. Yeah, it should be. It should change now. If I upload, if I record on this device, I guess I thought also it doesn't really matter too much on through the edges, but I guess if you look, if you don't watch on mobile, but on a big screen, it does look kind of ugly. The 400 something. So a rematch against Lutaris. So as I said, I think he did play quite fine. And this is EG, I guess, since if I take a wonder, he will get EG plus a wonder. That's not so good. And right now, yeah, I might be stuck with no wonder or with. So he can go for Rome roads. And I go Confucius and Colossus possibly? With Confucius Colossus, you might even sneak some strength events. I will do this. I will quickly. Fix a coffee. I did go for this. Yeah, I think I'm skipping this. It's not the best Colossus game. Or is it? Columbus, Eleanor, Isabella. It's decent. There's not the best H1 options here, I have to say. I mean, that's okay. That's also okay. That's actually quite fine. That's okay. And that's, yeah, not the wonder that you want as first. It's kind of hard to say. I think I skip. Oh no, I wouldn't say very bad. I can understand that he took this over the library, so I don't get it. I think it's quite strong if you have EG in hand already. And yes, it does require a lot of civil actions. But if you can make it work, it's actually just 2 extra yellow cubes, not that bad. I think I would have done the same. So, can get a very early iron here. And I think I prefer that over some random reserves, cultural heritage, and populate. Yeah. Can't make it work. I don't quite agree on that. It's not the best combination. Obviously, you want Hammurabi with something like that, but it can work. Yeah, this frugality for 2, but there's also nothing really going on here. An early alchemy, there's Da Vinci. I'm willing to take him in hand, actually. Go for the pestilence. It's a lot better for him. This tactic could be interesting, actually. Yeah, not sealing is not an option. What do we get here? Settlement. Why not Pestilence? It's a little better for him, but still. Can't take that. So I think I'm inclined to take it in hand. Yeah. Just go for Iron. Populate. Yeah. Hmm. Made sure it drops on one. We made sure an alchemy drops on one. And I think we can take both and fix corruption with upgrading iron. This start is too good, actually. It's almost unfair. Everything is going my way. It's almost unfair. We can go for the rebellion, especially with this and the free religion. Just not getting the knights, but actually it's not that important. Just get rid of it, honestly. Whoa, wow. This guy is not blessed by Fortuna this game. She gave all her blesses to me. Now we have some options. Just go for Alchemy Da Vinci or finish this one. I think I prefer finishing this one. Taking these swordsmen actually. It is somewhat sad. So first of all, we want to see it always. I think new deposits looks super good. There's a pestilence. It did hurt him, I think, even. Yeah. And why is it alchemy now? We can't defend. Raid would be horrible. And like this, nothing can happen. Nothing bad can happen. Or let's say not the end of the world, at least. Puts iron on 2. Yeah. It's a little sad that we can't get the warrior out, but we wouldn't win a colony anyway. Unless we just draw 2 cards again now. Nice to see the rain. We did do that. And we did even reveal the pestilence. Turned out to be a good decision. Yes, that aggression now. But after that, you will only draw 1 card. Or even 0 cards. Might be another enslave. That would be funny, kinda. Could be interesting. Theocracy could be interesting. Both could be interesting, actually. Code and theocracy. What do I seed here, though? I don't want to give anything of that to him, and I think then the best option is this. Would be nice to have this tactic as an option, but I think... So can I reasonably do that? Not really, right? Then what is more important? I think the civil action is more important. Yeah, if it's a raid, it's a raid. Can't change that. I think I'm still super ahead even if it's a raid. I think I don't even want to build the warrior. Ah, that's corruption. 8 signs would mean monarchy. Ah, let's go for this. Cartography might be incoming, then I can start seeding those. I do know that he only had... No, he didn't have a colonization card that one time, and now he has only one card in hand, so might be an option to go for that. Then again, H2 almost coming. He does also have a good sign situation, so early navigation would counter that quite heavily. Also, he might just go for Isabella now, since he needs to swap the leader anyway. So, might be better not to seed those. Yeah. It will be better not to seed those. Just skip. Irrigation does look important. Do I go for this now? I think I do. Again. Yeah, it would be this H1 military action. I honestly don't know if this warrior does anything. I guess it can't hurt. Let's go. I mean, we can also consider something else here. This is irrigation for 2 after all, and we do have... What is this? An inhabited. We could also go for something like that. But that also always looks like corruption. No. And also there's an ocean liner. This is pretty late. I think I prefer that turn. It looks a little more solid, to be honest. If new deposits is revealed, we might just go for this. I mean, Masonry is a good card, right? I think I still prefer this. Might consider one change though. Ah, no. No. Oh, wait. Might consider this instead. Yeah, why not? As I said, the warrior really does nothing. It wouldn't even be too bad to still draw a legion or something. So, yeah, that's a nice suggestion. Mr. Sugai. I do like how you think. Border conflict, yeah. He did reveal it at once. Can't change it. Can get rid of this. Maybe even the religion. Let's see if it does anything. I didn't really take a look here. There's Gaudi. There's Darwin though. Nobel. Catherine. Catherine looks good here, kinda. Even Napoleon looks good here, kinda. I guess Gaudi also. There's some options. I think it was correct to go for irrigation. He has nothing to do now, kinda. Yeah, now he gets a very late monarchy, and I might just high roll the Conmon. The strategy, I think I'm going for that this turn. We do know that there's nothing bad in here, except the new deposits. They would make my turn a little awkward, I guess, since I think this looks pretty reasonable. That said, I even consider just going for this iron, populate, building this next turn. The only thing that's not that perfect is it's fine. We might even have 12 signs in 2 turns with this extra signs from Confucius. And that's nice. Colonization cards is nice. He did dodge the rebellion. Yeah, good to know. He does have his third alchemy. Thanks to the monarchy. Let's see. We do get the architecture, pretty important thing. And since it will take a while until this is revealed, and I don't like barbarians, and we did draw this already, I think we can go for this vast. I think we can. Let's go for it. Can still go for navigation even. So there's a lot of cards I want here. And how do we go about that? There's that. I do think architecture is the most important, to be honest. It's not certain yet if we want to populate. It might be that we have to deal with corruption here. Yeah, cannon. Missing out on cannon is always a loose condition. Don't really want that. I think we can't afford breakthrough for 2. That's kind of sad. There's 2 breakthroughs he's getting. It's a lot of value for him. A lot of value for him. I do think this architecture is the most important. Then rebuild this. Maybe. Maybe. That would be a way to fix corruption, something like that. And then, yeah, I did say Catherine looks decent. It would be nice to steal a yellow cube. Make him fight for that now. And then again, there's just Darwin Gaudi. This guy gives a science pattern right now. It's super important. And now the question is, do I go for this opera gamble or not? Operas also look kinda important. I think it's not the most important here. I think cannon, missing out on cannon is somewhat of a loose condition if he skips it and it drops on 3. Yeah, it's kind of sad with those breakthroughs, the justice system. Very good cards here for him, very good. It's kind of hard turn. I think we can go for Eiffel Tower next turn, possibly. Yeah, I'm willing to keep this. Thanks, man. I will check it out. Yeah, especially with this new deposits coming, we need something to use our rocks for. And we did draw a good tactic already. That's nice to see. Emigration is a good event with Forbidden City, especially. You might go for Operas now. A justice system is a given. He would also like the Eiffel Tower. He lacks the civil actions to take and build it. I can't really see the vast territory will. Well, and yeah, this is awkward. What do I actually do if a government drops? I guess I would go for that and build an alchemy. Yeah, I would love this justice system as well. Gotta admit. It's funny how, in hindsight, sometimes it would have been would have been better to have a strength event here, no? I think we did see, Reign of Terror, yeah. But that's not something that's so easy to see. I guess the Barbarians would have been perfect, since we would literally win it right now. It goes to 15. Does go for the coal. Yeah, he did not have time to take those breakthroughs. That's pretty sad for him. I don't really want to see it. Napoleon coming, Nobel coming. There is no government, so I guess it's this. Populate. I cannot increase science income. That's kind of sad. How important is the team sport? I don't think it's so important here. There is Kubertin, but I don't think it's so important. I guess I could go for Swordsman. Also helps me to bid. I mean, we do have a good tactic, right? Both cavalrymen are still in. If we get Napoleon, if he doesn't take it, we might play pretty aggressively here. The sad thing is I have to get rid of stuff now. This actually, maybe it doesn't really matter to lose out on this food if we win the vast. So it's more likely that he wins it. I kind of want this emigration to be in. Let's go. I would have. This. I assume we don't win this anyway. Yeah. My game just crashed. I think it wasn't too happy with my decisions. Yeah, that was to be expected. He does have a lot of rocks. I think that looked correct. Yeah, same turn. Make some stress. Keep those. Yeah. Keep the Cold War. This looks pretty good. I think I'm in the position to be aggressive in this game. Let's see. There's a spy. That looks decent. We do know that he has no defense card. Oh, that's nice. That's super nice. That's a lot better for me. It gets me on 12 science. It's kind of a close call, but the Vast is strong. Maybe not 6 rocks. I'm not certain. Let's say I did expect him to do that. And I think on intuition I would have done the same. But unclear. He wants to upgrade coal. That means 1 less coal, actually. Going for Rifleman now. And do we try the Spy? I don't think so. I think we just go for strength events for the Cold War. And maybe there's even interesting colonies coming. I think we are going for Napoleon here. With Republic. Go for Cold War, first of all. That was to be expected. Maybe something like that. 7. For 5. Yeah, I like it. Just the colonization cards. That's kind of insane. So this, possibly this. Doesn't look like that fixes corruption. Or does it? No. Maybe that's something we have to deal with this time around. Or not take the cavalryman, but that would suck to not get those. Yeah, I think we do have cannons already. He doesn't know he has to pay 3 civil actions for that. Really doesn't. Could also just be a defensive army, right? So yeah, let's go for this. This turn is so much better than taking cavalrymen for 2. And there is a fortification. Okay, but we have 4 swordsmen now. But the cavalryman didn't drop, so. Yeah, it's just losing so much momentum if we try the spy and he can defend it. And it's not that unlikely. And also, it doesn't destroy him, right? And we didn't make our turn a lot better by that or something. So I think trying the spy would have been the wrong decision. Full French with Republican Nepilol. Yeah, you're right. It's literally France. We need the Napoleonic army, but also fortifications kind of fits. Just this forbidden city, it's some Chinese influence. It's the better France. It's a France with a working administration. He's getting stronger even. Does it mean I'm not ceding into this? I think it does. I really don't want to lose a strength event here. And yeah, I'm going for this, since we already have 4 of those. I can also show it. I can also not show it and reveal it in the war. There's patriotism. This Eiffel Tower, this fits perfectly. The civilization deserves, I don't know, frugality. I guess navigation isn't that bad, but then again, uh, Do I spend 2 civil actions on that? I think I don't. Can get rid of this. Lemmings player. My memory is bad. I think he has been to the stream once in a while recently. I think he. No, he has been. Yeah. I'm always confusing those two. Todd Silence and Lemmings player. I think Lemmings is around here actually quite often, and Todd Silence has been to the stream once, I think, some weeks ago. But yeah, they are both from Germany, and I'm streaming at. I have a free day. I only have half-time job. I only work 20 hours, and it's Tuesday morning, so normal people are working. It's yeah. I guess it's kind of rough for them to join the stream at this time. I sadly did not draw a war. I think any war would have been GG, but then again, honestly, it kind of looks GG anyway. Well, let's see. He did get a very early democracy now. That's good. That's good for him. I can still go for journalisms. Maybe go for this. Yeah, I mean, definitely go for the politics of strength. Emigration might hurt him actually, since he kind of needs to populate now to fix corruption. I think. Hmm. I don't think he's going to build an organized religion. His opera is also very far away. I work in a startup actually, and I do anything there. I did some sales, and I enjoyed that. And now I'm doing some recruiting, and now I also did some, let's call it Excel stuff. Yeah. I kind of enjoy the flexibility, having new or learning new things a lot. And the startup is relatively early. It's, I think, 2 or 3 years old now. And yeah, it will kind of be decided in the next few months whether it's really going to start through. And I'm kind of confident that it does. We have good leadership. We have a good team. We have good structures. Now, yeah, we just need some luck, I guess, to, or not even luck. I don't know. I'm pretty confident that it will work. Yeah, I guess this turn is not too easy. I think he has to go for democracy, upgrade coal with a rich land, populate, and then maybe take journalism. Sadly, he can't take opera. Happy faces will be an issue. But it might be solvable with Chaplin movies. That's something he wants to go to anyway. Hollywood looks pretty important in this game. And yeah, then again, there's the issue of me possibly aggressing him, but I'm still not certain if I would try this by. It's not that unlikely that he has one colonization card or draws one. And What am I doing? I guess, honestly, I'm just building to cavalryman. As soon as I draw a wall, it's GG. There's military theory. Oh. Yeah, that's too expensive, sadly. It's a super good colony for him. I have to make it a little expensive. He will win it anyway for this. 100%. Now the question is whether I need to take military theory for 3. It might be a yes. There's a Revalier that's pretty important. I do have a lot of civil actions. If he lets me win that for both of those, that would be correct by him, but he will never do that. It's too good. Yeah. And yeah, that's also correct. That was just a good colony for him. Both options were good. I think that's that. Might do it with patriotism. I don't see why I would wait with the patriotism. Yeah, well, it might be war plus 2 air forces plus plus tactic. Yeah. Just take Reverdeer, take. I think I can afford that, and that's very impactful. And just take journalism in hand, I guess. And play this Reverdeer. Get rid of this, get rid of this. Or even, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I won't play any of those. I mean, Ravage is also not, but colonies are just in the way. Aggressions. That's not the best, I have to admit. A war would always be GG. I guess I start with aggressing now, or I mean, there's a politics of strength. I have to see it. Call of War politics of strength. Immigration is not an issue anymore since he got the colony. He didn't even populate, right? Never populated. There's opera. Yeah, I think that's kind of correct to just go for operas. He does need 2 colonization cards right now. And the rate would be pretty brutal. Freedom of movement. Nah. Yeah. Still the best. Guess we're going for movies. Guess we're not. Show that. Take Air Force, take build up. No need to develop movies, obviously. Emigration is still here, so we actually don't really want to populate. And what else? Just take the corruption? What about computers? There is a Manhattan Project, there is a Bill Gates, but not that convinced. Chaplin or Fleming? What about Mac Egg actually just? They have a lot of science. This takes a lot of cards. Right now, he's leading, but really only narrowly. That's the wrong one. Just play this Reverdeer. Do have a lot of options like this. I like this actually. And yeah, show the tactic. Never playing the Ravages of Time in this game. I don't think the spy will be an issue, but there's a war. I do have air forces, and I do have enough for 2 air forces, so that should always be GG. If I didn't draw the war, it might be a little spicy, but I guess he cannot ever defend aggressions. I would just start raiding him now, and then play those armed interventions. He has nothing good to reveal here. Yeah, this war should be winning. 9 civil actions, just so good. Like, considering whether it's worth it or not to take military theory, and then you just see it's kind of for free. It's I don't have to sacrifice anything about my turn with taking that for 3 civil actions. He was a friend of mine. So basically, I also always called my videos TTA Cologne School. Yeah, it's a personal friend. Basically, I introduced some. I studied maths and physics, and I introduced some of the friends there to this game. He's not really. I think he only plays solo sometimes. He's not that competitive, you know. I think it was a thing where he enjoyed playing with me, making these videos together, but he's not the guy to play competitively alone. Yeah, basically I introduced those guys to the game, and then I got good because they are good. I also was good already. I had more experience than them, but kind of off the batch. I think this guy actually, when I showed him the game, he won the first game, a 3-player game, where I played with. I had already some experience, and I played with someone who also had some experience, and he just won first game. That's the kind of guy we are talking about. He's super good in games. And interestingly, I think when we played together, I learned a lot from him, but also, yeah, we just, what is it called? Ergänzen. We just worked together quite well. So as I said, he's not that tryhard. He often tend to to give up quite early when games are not going that well. And I think what I brought to the table in the dynamic was seeing creative turns, if you want to call it like that. Stuff that he didn't consider to be good, and then when he thought about it more precisely, he thought, okay, let's do that. Sounds good. And so on. We could also go Chaplain, but I think this 6 strength is also. Yeah, I think we don't need to think too much. This should just be over. I mean, he can also build 2 air forces. Let's not yeah, underestimate what can happen. Did they reveal? Yeah, immigration is out. Emigration, I mean. So that's not an issue. Can still go for movies next turn. And Just take that possibly. Um, yeah, it should be good enough. It should be good enough. Yeah, it's I used to play, I think like most people, more military heavy. I put more emphasis on safety, and I learned with those guys just to be greedy, especially in H1, especially in one-on-one. One-on-one is different to three-player, four-player, and then it was just, uh, yeah, learn to be very greedy and not take swordsman knights all too often and do more decent stuff in H1. um, And basically, I think all those guys from Cologne, that's why I've been kind of blessed with it. They are top notch. So this Gobelstar is a top player. If he would play competitively, he would be up there with all the good players, with you guys, with Weidenbaum, Martin Pescher, and so on. I mean, obviously they have more experience. They are the top players, but I had the benefit of having very strong opponents just in my friend group. Yeah, but also not far away. I'm also not considering myself to be on the same level since I'm not that good on three-player, four-player. And the consistency of the Widen Beast is astonishing. It's crazy how consistent he just manages to win games. It's not exactly the same, but I guess it's not far away also. I am out, sadly. I missed it pretty narrowly. 3 points behind Genghis and um, some. Yeah, I lost my one-on-one against him. That was the deciding game, and I played it super bad. Sadly, I would still have to record it, but I don't want to. It's too painful to watch this game. Uh, It was close in the end, but I did the mistake in the beginning where I was afraid of Caesar and didn't just play. I forgot all I learned. I thought, okay, let's counter Caesar with Alexander and go for a strength race, and then I think it would have been winning if there were strength events, but there wasn't. Yeah, Todd Science didn't. Yeah, it was somewhat of a panic mode, I guess. I'm not certain. Yeah. He did draw 4 events in 6 cards with Caesar. Yeah. I still had some hope. I hoped. So basically, Genghis out of his last 3 games, he needed 2 wins. He didn't win the three-player. Then he needed 1 win in the both 2-1. No, he needed to win both one-on-ones, and he won. And sadly for Todd Silence and First of Dow, it wasn't about anything anymore. They couldn't win anything. And yeah, Todd Silence said himself he didn't really focus on the game anymore, sadly. But I won't blame anyone. I lost the one-on-one. That was the deciding game. I think in the three-player, four-player games that I lost, yeah, I mean, there's always stuff to improve. But in one three-player, I'm pretty certain it's just down to the Air Force gamble. I don't understand. Hi, Mr. Lemmings player. Yeah, I don't really understand the concept of there being one Air Force less than player level amount. That makes 0 sense in my head. So absolutely 0 sense. But yeah, that's it. I'm actually yeah, done for now. Yeah, I will finish now. I already played 2 games. after that, I cannot really concentrate to try hard for another game, to be honest. Yeah. But nice seeing you around, and hope to see you soon again. Yeah, cool. That's nice. Looking out for that. Yeah. I will do that. Thanks, man. Thanks for the intros. And yeah, bye bye. Thanks for joining, and see you soon, guys. I will do that. See you.